It's official. Samsung is deep into internal testing of One UI 8, and yes, we've already had the chance to try it out on devices like the Galaxy S25 Ultra. The best part, this major update might land much earlier than expected. We're talking July or even August 2025. Just like clockwork, a One UI 8 beta program is also on the horizon, as is tradition with Samsung's biggest software rollouts. And now, according to a fresh report, the beta might kick off as early as next month. One UI 8 beta could launch in June. Renowned tipster at Tarunvets dropped a hint on X, formerly Twitter, suggesting that Samsung could launch the One UI 8 beta in June. That timeline aligns perfectly with what we expect. The company needs ample time to squash bugs and fine-tune features before the public release. Of course, Samsung hasn't officially confirmed anything yet, and we wouldn't expect them to. Historically, they keep their cards close until just days before launch, so stay sharp. News could drop any moment. Don't expect a massive redesign, but there's still a lot to be excited about. One UI 8 is bringing Android 16 to Galaxy devices, but based on what we've tested so far, it feels more like a refined One UI 7.1 wrapped in a fresh package. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Samsung is racing to get its software schedule back on track after the delays with One UI 7. There simply wasn't enough time to roll out a full One UI 7.1. So Samsung is packing those enhancements into One UI 8 instead. It's a smart move that brings users timely improvements without the wait. We've already taken early builds of One UI 8 for a spin on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, Z Flip 6, and Z Fold 6, and it's clear Samsung is going full steam ahead. Internal One UI 8 firmware spotted for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Thanks again to Tarunvets, we now know that Samsung is actively testing One UI 8.0 beta firmware internally for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. The spotted build, S938BXXU3ZYEA, is newer than what we tested earlier, S938BXXU2YDE, and it features a Z in the 4th position, which is Samsung's classic indicator for beta builds. Seeing this firmware on Samsung's servers means one thing: the beta launch is closer than ever. What's new in One UI 8? While One UI 7 brought sweeping visual changes, One UI 8 seems to focus on refinements and meaningful new features, including a redesigned Samsung Internet, enhanced Samsung DeX, possibly with Android 16's improved desktop mode, better RAM plus support, tighter security and parental controls, an upgraded quick share interface, improvements to the Now bar introduced with One UI 7. And speaking of the Now bar is getting smarter, a touch of Apple's Dynamic Island. According to Toprax 9 Plus, a recent leak showed the Galaxy S25 Ultra running an early version of One UI 8 with a smarter Now bar. It now shows caller ID, call duration, and do not disturb status, all without needing to open the full app. While it still doesn't let you hang up calls directly yet, it's clear Samsung is building toward a more dynamic, always accessible status bar, something that feels like a direct response to Apple's Dynamic Island. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 will be the first with One UI 8. The next chapter in Samsung's foldable story is just weeks away. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 will launch in July, and they'll be the first devices to ship with One UI 8 out of the box. But before then, we could see the beta program expand to recent flagships like the Galaxy S25 series. One UI 8.5 is already in the works. Here's the exciting part: even as Samsung finalizes One UI 8, development on One UI 8.5 has already started. It's clear the company is pushing hard to avoid the long, staggered rollout that frustrated users with One UI 7. This time, it seems they're listening and acting fast. The bottom line, Samsung is clearly shifting gears, aiming to deliver a smoother, faster, and smarter experience with One UI 8. With testing already underway and a beta just around the corner, fans won't have to wait long to see what's next for their Galaxy devices. And with leaks pouring in, we're only scratching the surface of what's coming next. A fresh video has just surfaced online, and it's turning heads. Shared by the reliable tipster at Gamey Omega, the clip offers our very first glimpse at the fluid, refined animations coming to Samsung's upcoming One UI 8. And let me tell you, it's buttery smooth. Whether you're quickly hopping between apps or closing them in rapid succession, the transitions glide effortlessly, creating an experience that feels alive. It's exactly the kind of video you'd expect from those viral OIS fluidity comparisons. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest videos covering tech trends, gadgets,